In this video, we're going to talk about registering multiple implementations of the same service type. Inside the data access project, in the repositories folder, I have added a new class called Dapperbook repository that implements the iBook repository abstraction and injects simple book catalog DB context into its constructor as well, and it stores it in a private read-only field. The addBookCasing method simply throws a not implemented exception. Now let's go to our simple book catalog service collection extensions class in our Blazor web app project and add a call to services.addScoped of iBook repository, Dapperbook repository. Now what we have done is we have registered multiple implementations of the same service type or abstraction type. Now let's go to the book service class in our business logic layer and add a breakpoint right here. Now let's run our application and navigate to /add-book. And if we hover over the repository parameter, we see that it's of type Dapperbook repository. This means that if we register multiple implementations of an interface and specify the interface type as a dependency, then we get the last registered implementation. However, this doesn't mean that the book repository implementation is being replaced by the Dapperbook repository implementation. Both the implementations are still registered. We can prove this by going to our book service class and changing the constructor parameter to IEnumerable of iBook repository and call it repositories. And let's comment out the constructor code for now and run the application and navigate to /add-book. We see the repositories argument contains two elements, and if we expand this, we see it contains both book repository and Dapperbook repository. This means that both the services were registered in the DI container. Now let's uncomment our code and change our constructor parameter back to iBook repository. Going back to our simple book catalog service collection extensions class, what if we want to register our Dapperbook repository implementation only if a previous implementation such as book repository has not already been registered? For that, we can use the try_add_scoped method. We need to bring in the extensions namespace. Now if we run the application and navigate to /add-book and we hit the breakpoint, the repository variable is of type book repository, not Dapperbook repository, because the Dapperbook repository implementation was not registered because a previous implementation, which is book repository, was already registered. Now, what if we want to replace our first registration of iBook repository, which is book repository, with a new registration such as Dapperbook repository? For this, we can use the replace method. This method is not generic, and instead, we need to pass in a service descriptor object as an argument. So we can say new service descriptor, passing in type of iBook repository, type of Dapperbook repository, and service lifetime.scoped. Now if we run the application and navigate to /add-book, this time we see the repository parameter is of type Dapperbook repository because it replaced the previous book repository registration. Let's remove this and add our scoped registration for Dapperbook repository back. What if we want to remove all registrations of a given service type? To do that, we can say services.removeAll of iBook repository. If we run the application now, we will get an exception because book service accepts iBook repository, but we have removed all iBook repository registrations. Let's get rid of the removeAll method. Now we will talk about keyed services. Keyed services were introduced in .NET 8, and they basically let us register multiple services of the same service type, each with a different key, and then use a particular key for the lookup. So let's change the registration to use addKeyedScoped. This method accepts an object as a parameter, so you can pass in any object as long as it correctly implements the equals method. For this demo, we can use a string, say EFCore. Likewise, turn the second registration to addKeyedScoped as well. and pass in a string as a key, say Dapper. Now in the book service class constructor that takes an iBook repository as a dependency, we need to add the from keyed services attribute, and this attribute is present in the Microsoft.extensions.dependency injection.abstractions NuGet package. Since our business logic project does not reference this package, let's add a reference to it by going to Tools, NuGet Package Manager Console, set the default project to our business logic project, and type install-package Microsoft.extensions.dependency injection.abstractions and hit enter. Now to our constructor parameter, we can apply the from keyed services attribute, bring in the namespace, and to this attribute we need to pass in a key. Since we registered book repository using the key EF_core and Dapper book repository using the key Dapper, if we want to inject an instance of book repository into this constructor, we need to specify the key EF_core. Now if we run the application and navigate to /add-book, we can confirm that the repository parameter is of type book repository. Let's remove the from keyed services attribute and change our service registration back to using add scoped. In the next video, we will take a look at captive dependencies.